right, let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Let the horn do the do-dang do. Express yourself. Express yourself.
Hello everybody, I'm Nate Patterson and this is Express Yourself. This is the place where I get to say what I want and don't have anyone taking the conversation to the right or to the left, except for today, I have a guest. And my guest today is Miss Aleana Laster from Betty Laws Fights Back, Inc., President and CEO, and she'll be joining us in one moment. You stay tuned. Peace.
It's not what it look like when you're doing what you're doing, what you're doing when you're doing what you look like you're doing. Express yourself.
Hi, my name is Charisma, and today we're here at the Garden of Eden.
Because it's all organic, it's good for you, it's healthy. And this green goddess stuff, oh my God, it's a powerful.
They told me that they have a vegetarian spot now, which is exciting because thanks to them, I have been vegetarian for about 3 weeks now.
I was interested in the organic, vegan-free foods.
How'd you hear about the Garden of Eden?
I know Justin and Kumar. They actually come to where I work.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. Nate Patterson, this is Express Yourself, here with my guest, Miss Aleana Laster, President and CEO of Betty Laws Fights Back, Inc.
Nice.
How you doing today?
I'm fine, Nate. How are you?
We have been together for a long time.
So let me see. When did we start?
I met you when I was working with Gomez.
Gomez, because I went to see David Faley.
Right.
And you were in his office. So how long was that? 2015?
That was back in
14?
2014.
2014?
No, it was earlier than that. It was when Obama was being elected. Obama wasn't president yet.
Oh, my. Has it been that long?
Yes. Obama wasn't president yet.
How fast time goes. I didn't realize that was that long.
We were having a good time.
Yeah,
So,
I remember.
tell us about Betty Laws.
Well, where would you like me to start?
I want you to start with what you do. Where you at?
Okay,
Betty
so-
Laws Fights Back.
Right. Well, we know we have our superhero. She's Afro-American. She's a school teacher. Her name is Rhonda Robinson. And she is the character for Betty Laws Fights Back. Before, when we had Betty Laws Fights Back, we just had the actual picture in the comic book, well, not comic book, graphic novel.
Right.
And we never had a human, a live person. So as of 2 years ago, we were at the kitchen table and we were talking about, well, you know, we should take it one step further so kids can feel Betty Laws and they can hug her. And, you know, just with the book, you know, you don't have that interaction. So my niece, Rhonda, said, well, I'll be Betty Laws. So we thought she was kidding. So, but then she was really serious. She says, you know, I'm a teacher. I studied all over. I've been to Russian University, Howard University. I know what the
She went
kids
to
look for. And she's a school teacher now.
She has no fear.
No, Rhonda's dangerous. Yes, she's dangerous. So that's how we got started having actual humans take the part of Betty Laws now. So this is what we're working on.
Betty Laws does a lot of good things. Betty Laws does
Yes.
a lot.
Well, we try.
And the first thing that I've seen Betty Laws do was the Secret Santa.
Hi, I'm Lisa, the youngest member of Betty Laws Fights Back and Gives Back, and we have some gifts here we're giving to a family in need because they reached out to us, and it's a fantastic feeling. Merry Christmas.
I have to go into the other big. Okay, you got it. All right, here we go. Boys, I happen to think about it. What if they have a tree? Oh my God. Well, they didn't say anything about a tree. They just said presents, and more presents. So, Leah, powering this van up. Oh, I did. They didn't say anything about a tree. They just said presents, and more presents. Really cool. I started to keep this one. Uh-oh, I think we're running out of room. Maybe we'll put that in the front seat. Okay. All right, is that the last one? Probably go on top. Okay. Floor on the ground, so be careful. We're all set. So we're going to deliver our first 3 families and get that out the way, and then we have 4 more families to do. And as I said before, Betty Laws Fights Back and Betty Laws Gives Back. And Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a happy and a healthy, prosperous New Year's. Yes.
Remember the Secret Santa?
Yeah.
And you brought presents for a family that had lost everything.
Yes,
what was
we
the
did.
story? I can't remember the story.
He was a firefighter, and he got hurt.
Right.
But in the interim, he was taking care of another fire, and his home caught on fire, and he lost everything.
Oh, okay.
And he happened to be very good friends to someone that I know. And during the time of the holidays, around November, we asked people to email us, send letters into a family who you think will be in need, and
Right.
then we take the information down. And that's how he had I think it was 3 girls and a boy. And that's how we nominated him, along with several other people.
I remember him crying.
He
That's what I
did.
remember.
He
I
was
remember
so
him tearing
emotional.
up. Big,
Yeah.
a big.
He was huge,
6'9",
huh? Yeah.
250-pound fireman was boohooing.
He was. When we dropped off at the attorney's office because we didn't want to, they had a place to stay at
Right.
the time. I think we were staying with their parents. And so when I called the attorney, I says, we're on our way. And if you remember, you were videotaping it
Right.
as I was driving.
Right.
So when we got there, we had it was myself, you, Sangha, Aleana, was 5 of us. And I told the attorney, I said, we have some gifts. Well, it was like a parade. Remember, all of us had something, and we went back 3 times. The station wagon was loaded.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, the front seat, the back seat.
I remember because when I filmed that, I put it in fast motion.
Yeah. and when he saw all of the gifts, that's when he lost it.
He lost it.
Yeah.
I saw him break it down. I
Yeah,
mean, he gonna go.
and I started crying. And I remember saying, just don't cry because my makeup's going to run.
That was a good thing, though, man. That really touched me.
But we do that a couple of years. We
Yeah.
didn't do it last year because, we had a lot going on in my family. My son was terribly sick, terribly sick. And everything was disconnected, seemed like it. So we didn't have a chance to do that last year, but we hope to pick it up this year again.
What are you doing this year? What is Betty Law?
So this year, we got this grant and several grants throughout the past 4 years, and I'd like to give recognition to Springfield Cultural Council.
Springfield Cultural Council. You know, I had to say that, just cut you off for a second. I
Right.
had to say that because when I did a thank you to the Springfield Cultural Council,
Yeah.
I called them everything but that.
Oh my God, that's embarrassing. You're the producer, right? You edit it out.
I called them everything.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry, Springfield Cultural Council, I got you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, pick up.
So they have been the stronghold for Betty Laws. And about 4 years ago, someone had told me about that because we were looking up grants and, you know, we applied, we got the 501c3. And I can't remember who told me about Springfield Cultural, but I went online and at that time, you know, it was paper. It wasn't online then. You know, you go online and you have it sent to you. And what is so funny, Nate?
Thought I just saw a dinosaur run by.
You're so
Paper.
bad. It was.
What
We
is
did it.
paper? I have no.
We did it on paper. It was because it wasn't until the last 2 years that they went online with the application.
No, I don't
3
know.
years.
I just thought it was funny. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you just-
I'm sorry. I was just messing with Miss Lassie.
He's all right. I love him dearly. So anyhow, they have been the foothold of Betty Laws. They have helped us get Betty Laws out in the community. They open up this huge awareness that we have an African American superhero in our community. Someone who African Americans, Hispanic, or whomever can launch onto.
Right.
And from then on, we had programs going. We went to dance studios. We went to private speaking, and we put out another book. And I think we're on book 6 now.
6 books.
And we have newsletters. We have coloring books. We have T-shirts. We have bookmarks. There's just a lot of things we were able to, get throughout the years. But Springfield Cultural Council is just, and they gave me a couple of awards. I had one for domestic violence because that was my passion when I was in the DA's office.
See, I was getting ready to bring up the movies.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I was just, you beat me to the punch,
Oh, okay.
right? I was
I'm
just
sorry.
ready to bring up, you
Okay.
made 2 movies, right? Tell us about it.
Yes, Road to Recovery, which was about a heroin addict. The second one was domestic violence. Warning signs of domestic violence. We put on a whole production, and also I might say that Nate was part of the production. He was the director.
Hey, it's not about me.
Yeah, but I know I'd like to give him that. So it was all filmed in my house, and also we had Mr. Keaton. And we had Clint Forte, who helped us. And then we had all of the family get into the picture itself.
It was a good movie.
It was great.
It was a good movie.
Yeah.
We had fun making it, too.
We really did.
The first one, Road to Recovery. Now
Yes.
that was interesting because of the subject matter and the fact that it was the first time we made a video, an actual movie, a short film. I
Right.
should say a short film.
Short film.
A short film. We made an actual short film, and it was interesting. And the topic
Yes.
was outstanding. Tell us about that.
Well, that was the heroin topic. And at that point in time, I think it's about maybe 3 years now, 3 years old that we did it. And that's when heroin was in the news all over.
Right.
Bad heroin. Heroin.
When it was
split with
called
this.
heroin instead of opioid. Right?
Yes, exactly. And so, so bad. So that's when we decided to do something like that. And Mr. Keaton, he was phenomenal. I have to tell you, you have to go on YouTube and look up Road to Recovery. It's on the Road to Recovery, just plain.
Road to Recovery.
Right, and look for that because he sat on my bathroom floor. Remember, Nate? For hours, everybody, until he was able to perfect how, you put the rubber around the arm, you tie it, and we put the syringe together.
You know what somebody told me?
What?
He said that we showed him putting the rubber around one arm, and he shot up in the other.
Oh, really? Oh, good Lord.
No.
Oh,
what
you're
they did
bad.
was that he was.
No.
It was funny. The reason I brought it up because if somebody else says that, I'm gonna tell you what you're looking at. It's a mirror shot.
It was a mirror shot because in the bathroom that whole wall was mirror.
Right. It was shot
But,
in the mirror, and that's why it looks reversed.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. And we have videos that we still have people calling for those videos. Did you? You weren't aware of that. And I was going to get you to make some more for me. And that particular one and domestic violence went down to Fredericksburg in Virginia.
Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Yes, it was a community boys and girls club that dealt with domestic violence and substance abuse, and they happened to see the show on TV.
Wow.
And they shot me an email out. And on top of that, they ordered books for their high school and elementary. And they were showing these videos at their domestic violence and substance abuse program.
You had these books. Tell the people about the books, because you brought it up twice, but I'm quite sure.
Oh.
How did I get one of these books?
Oh, so
Okay.
so if you like a book, it's not a comic book; it's a graphic novel. You just email AleanaLaster@yahoo.com, and I'll have one sent to you. You have the graphic novels or the newsletters on domestic violence and the newsletters on bullying. We're coming out now with a newsletter on sexting.
Sexting. That's going to be the new one.
That's going to be heavy, and I think that if God willing, and we can, we were going to do a GoFundMe page. If we can get the money, we'd like to put a short film together on that.
Let's back up a second.
I'm sorry, I'm going too fast.
No, you're not going too
Okay.
fast. But I just want to touch on this film. Why? Because I produced it.
Yes. No, you're right. I know. Watch Clint call me.
I know, right? Clint Ford produced Road to Recovery,
and
and I learned so much from him.
And you did
on that
domestic
one.
violence.
And then we came up. Miss Laster came back with a second film, and I got a chance to produce it, and it was great.
And we had the music. We got two. Remember, Roger and Ellen created the music, which was right on time.
I want to tell you a story that started last year. Sometimes when things seem like they're going okay, they're going all wrong. Things on the surface don't always reflect what's underneath.
Well, I've been on my own,
And happiness
and I
isn't
know
what it
it's
always
like.
seems to be.
At night you're alone, with no end in sight. But it's not that bad.
It was.
Because when you see it, when it opens up, you see Julius on a motorcycle going down our street,
The
and
bad
then
guy.
music. Oh my God, the music set it off.
I don't know how to say their last name correctly. Roger and Ellen Bonio? Or how do you say that?
Bonio, yes.
Bonio. You know how to spell it?
Oh, I think it's Buen or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are guys. I spoke with them. They write music.
Yes, they're phenomenal.
For the industry. They're professional people. They worked in Hollywood. They worked all over, and they have. Like she said, they're phenomenal.
They have this huge, enormous studio in their house with every type of interest, and they also play different gigs. You know,
Right.
they have a band, and they're really quite good.
Ellen has a sound like Janis Joplin.
She does.
She sounds like Janis Joplin.
Yeah, she really does.
Yeah.
She's a hot ticket.
She is.
Rockin' music, music, music on my mind.
But they sang the soundtrack. And Sins of Domestic Violence was a great movie. Tell us about it.
Well, we had a year. My daughter, Sanga Laster, she starred in several different soap operas when she was living in New York. And so, of course, we get Sanga. And of course, her first thing was Mommy.
What soap opera?
Oh, she was on One Life to Live and a couple other ones. And she also starred in, oh my God, what was it? One of the programs, I'm trying to think which one it was. She was in so many. Oh, Law and Order.
Law and Order.
She was in that. And some other ones she did. Small ones, sometimes big ones.
Sanga Laster. Law and Order.
Sanga Laster.
One Life to Live.
Yes.
That's a resume right there.
Oh, yeah. She's really good. She took acting in school.
Oh, I know she's good.
Yeah, she's
I've seen her.
Yeah, she'll spend 24 hours getting into her character. So if you're going to, if you're going to tape today at 12 o'clock, well, the night before, Sanga is in her character, and she'll actually become her character while talking to the family.
I've seen her transform.
Yeah. Well, you see it in Road to Recovery.
And Road to Recovery.
In domestic violence.
Let me give you a secret. I'm going to give you guys an Easter egg. All these films always have an Easter egg. Here's one in Road to Recovery. No, Sins of Domestic Violence.
Sins of Domestic Violence was heavy.
Remember when you had a get-together at your house and I was taping and you guys didn't know I was taping for Sins?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't tell you guys I was going to tape for Sins.
No, you didn't.
Right?
Yeah.
But I was. And that's where I got some good shots of Julius being Julius. Right? And I got Sanga. And Sanga, she transformed.
She does. You know what?
She transformed.
That girl's been like that since she was a kid. She won the Miss Massachusetts, program here.
Is it Talented Teen?
Talented Teen.
She did that?
She won that.
Okay.
Oh my God, she traveled and in the hotels and the food. Nate, that girl came back to Springfield, and I told her, Sanga, clean the dishes from the table.
I can't do
it. Oh, yeah. No. Then I said, Sanga, wash the dishes. We have rubber gloves now. Okay, now wait a minute. You're home now.
You're not a parts model yet.
You're home. There are rules, guidelines, and regulations here. There you go. She's very good. She played that part. We showed a scene where, Julia slapped her, where you caught the, and then.
Don't tell my secrets.
Oh, I won't tell it.
Julia slapped the mess out of her. Look at Julius arrested.
I know. And she ran into the bathroom. And then I remember on the scene, we had to get the blood to actually look like blood. Right. Remember, we were toying with the different colors. And then she went into that and she started crying. She really did a good job.
Yeah. that was captivating.
Yes, you have to look it up, everybody, on YouTube.
Sins of Domestic Violence. Now, she was a co-star, another star of the show, Miss Betty Laws herself.
Yes, Betty Laws was in there.
Now, she doesn't like us to say her name, so I don't know if I should say her name, Rhonda Robinson.
Right. That's my niece, baby.
I was thinking about that last night.
But you know what? I have to tell you, Rhonda is actually a bashful person. You would never know that.
I don't know that.
Yeah, there are times.
There's nothing bashful about that woman.
No, there are times that she is, and when I tell her she has to speak, She like, oh my God, I don't want to speak.
Really?
I said, you talk in front of all these students. No, Aleana, I don't want to talk. Remember, we had the program here, and she
Yeah.
was online, and she literally started crying.
I remember that.
Remember that? She
Yeah.
said, take it out, take it out. Yeah,
yeah.
she has to gear herself up to talk.
I know that she walked down the street dressed as Betty Laws and didn't blink an eye.
Oh yeah, when she goes in character, she transforms.
She's in character, man.
Oh, yes,
You know?
she's in character.
Yeah.
And the kids, and we went to Homer Street School. Remember? We taped, and how the kids went absolutely wild.
Howard Street.
No,
Washington.
Washington Street.
Washington Street.
Those
Yeah.
kids just
They went crazy.
They went
I'm
crazy.
going to put that up there. Y'all take a look at that.
Yeah. So here's something big is going on now, and this person will answer some of your questions. I see a lot of your hands going up. We have, guess who we have here? Who?
Betty Laws.
Betty Laws?
Look me in my eyes. Tell me what you see.
Betty Laws.
I don't really care.
Does everybody else think it's Betty Laws? Do you guys like Betty Laws? Have you seen her before? All right, let's welcome Miss Betty Laws. All right, let her, here she comes.
I spit them bars. Doing drugs is not the way. Gotta move at a different pace. Dope is killing at a faster rate. People die like every day. Poison needle inside your vein. Is it healthy for your brain? Look for help, find a way. Talk to God, you gotta pray. Every day I speak the truth. Gotta educate the youth. Cause you dying so young. I'ma take you all to school. I was once like you. Got addicted as a teen when the jails got clean. Ain't no looking back for me. See, I learned from my mistakes. And I take it day to day. And I hope that y'all listen to the words I gotta say. People wonder how I do it. How the heck I keep it moving. Doing music just so you can get into it. Listen to it. Be a critic of your own. But you gotta hear the lessons. Every syllable and sentence. I'ma send another message. Use my words as a weapon. It's the essence of your life. Son of God, Jesus Christ. I'ma bring him to the light. You a star, shine bright. Never let them hold you back. Drug addiction is a demon that'll take you off track. In fact, me and Betty won't stop till they handcuffed. Every single dope dealer, time to lock them all up. Look me in my eyes.
You gon' do? I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. Only that you know who can chill. Come back and get the streets open. I've been doing this for 19 years. Wanna fight me? Fight these tears. I put in work and it's all for the kids. But these cats done forgot what work is. They don't know who we be looking, but they don't know who they see. First we gonna rock, then we gonna fold, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna fold, then we let it pop, don't let it go. Come on, X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. Hey yo, where my dad? I know I got them down in the greens, give them love and they give it back. Talk too much for too long. Don't give up, you're too strong. Love to the wild, wild hunters. Shout out to that done it. And it ain't even about the dough. It's about getting down for what you stand for, yo. For real. We gonna rock, then we gonna fold, then we let it pop, don't let it go. Come on, X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. Come on, X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna fold, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give give it to you. He gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you.